picture, what are some of the challenges the domestic violence movement faces today?
I think we're facing a big backlash right now.
Oh.
I think that's what happens, you know,
Yeah.
when women have become empowered, and we have brought this gender-based violence to the front, and there are a lot of people who don't like the fact that we're talking about it, and we're really trying to push for laws and even equal rights amendment. Those things are very threatening to the status quo and to those who would like to continue to control women and to be able to do what they will and to treat women as less than or inferior to men. And so we have that big pushback, but at the same time we're very challenged with prevention because most of the dollars that we do have and the programs that we do have go into intervention. Crisis intervention and support groups and court advocacy and shelter and those things. And so we don't have enough in the way of prevention efforts, because if we ever want to stop domestic violence, you know, it's not just stopping this batterer over here and this batterer over there. We've got to stop raising batterers. You know, little boys who are growing up being taught that girls are less than, that they have a certain way they have to act as a boy, and girls have to act this way, and boys are superior to girls, and they may be watching their dads beat their moms, and they abuse their girlfriends, and you know, and that intergenerational cycle continues. And so our biggest challenge is to shift the whole paradigm to gender equality. That's the ultimate goal, and in order to do that, we have to raise children differently. So we're making great progress in that direction, but there's always going to be pushback, and we're always going to get a lot of flack. We make some progress forward, we get pushed back. We make some progress forward, we get pushed back. That's why I'm really excited about young people like you all doing what you're doing, because some of us have been working in the field for 30 years. We need to see young men and women stepping up into our shoes and carrying on and taking things to the next level. Gender-based violence is a human rights issue, and it has to be treated as such. And it hasn't been. It's been treated as a private family matter. Now it's come out of the private family matter into the public arena as it's a crime, but it's still greatly hidden and misunderstood. Now we have to take it to the next level where we really understand it as a gross violation of someone's human rights.
And the last question for today is, what role can we all play in the fight to end domestic violence?
Everybody's got a role to play in the fight to end domestic violence. First of all, educating yourself, understanding, again, you know, dispelling those myths, what it is and what it isn't, why it happens, the fact that it's not gender neutral, educating other people, talking about it. When you hear people making jokes about it, intervene. When you hear people talking about violence against women in a way that clearly they don't understand it, help them understand it. So talking about it, modeling gender equality, mutuality in your own relationships. I think this is how we change the world. You know, you've heard the old phrase, each one teach one. I think that's what it is, really. You will influence children that you may have or children that you may spend time with, and each generation is going to be more educated and understand better. When I start to lose hope, and sometimes I get very discouraged, I look back and I think, if we could abolish slavery in this country, we can do anything. Because there was a time when that seemed impossible. We thought that women would never get the vote, and they did. You know, we can, even though this is a global issue, and it's happening in every country and every culture in the world, I haven't lost hope. And that's, I think, a great part of where my faith comes from, too. I believe that we can make a difference, you know, that each one of us influences our sphere. It's like throwing a pebble in a pond and the ripples go out. Every time you talk to somebody about gender-based violence, every time you talk to somebody, every time I talk to someone, people change and people learn. And so that's where the hope is. We've come a long way. We've got a long way to go, but I have hope.
Me too. Thank you so much.